Yeah, I don't know what anyone expected from a sequel to one of the worst JoJo games of all time, but welcome to the sequel to one of the worst JoJo games of all time. By popular demand, I took a look at Project Jojo, and I got pretty much exactly what I expected. So, yeah, who's surprised? That being said, there were a lot of things that surprised me in a good way, and that was a pretty shocking revelation. None of that stuff was nearly enough to save this trash heap, but hey, they did some stuff right. So if there's anything that I would be remiss not to do, it would be to talk about the things that they actually did right. The first and probably most important is the fact that Project Jojo 2, unlike Project Jojo 1, is not a wiki game. Well, it may be. You might have to use the wiki for some more obscure things. But when it comes to figuring out most of the things in the game, there's a big ol' encyclopedia that tells you pretty much everything you would ever need to know. Whether it be what certain status effects do, or all of the different movesets for all of the different stands, whether you've obtained them or not, it's a really, really good resource. There is mountains upon mountains upon mountains of stuff that you can learn here, and it's also a good indicator of just how much is in this game, which is really unfortunate because all of the crap in the game doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but at least you can see all of the things that are here and how you can unlock said things. Not only is there the encyclopedia showing you all of the different things in the game and how to get them, there's also a built-in map in the game. So gone are the days of wandering around the map hoping you run into the correct NPC in order to continue whatever quest line you're on. Not only that, but there's also pop-ups every time you get to a milestone and unlock the next quest giver, giving you general directions and tips, as well as telling you where the next quest giver is. There are some issues with the map stuff, and I'll get to that when I start talking about the, well, lots of problems that this game has. But for now, the fact that there's a map in the game at all, the fact that it's well laid out, and assuming you can, reasonably read a map, you're not going to get lost. I just don't want to understate enough how important it is to give players the information that they need in order to play the game, so that way they don't have to always go to outside sources. It is greatly appreciated. Now, on to the bad stuff. So in other words, the rest of the video. So, Project Jojo's gameplay loop from level 0 to level 50 is this. Let me ask you a question. Does this look fun? Anybody in the audience, can you look at this and say, man, that looks fun, I want to play this game? If you said yes to that answer, you're a Souls RNG player or a liar. Because there's no way in Sam Hell anyone is looking at this and saying, yes, that's fun. It will always boggle my mind how game developers can put so much time and effort into so many different aspects of their game, but then when they get to leveling up in PvE, they just throw it out the window and go, whatever, it's an afterthought. Have them beat up dummies for an hour that don't fight back. Seriously? You want me to beat up dummies for an hour that don't fight back? Why? Why would I want to do that? I don't want to do that. So if I'm a normal, rational human being, I'm closing the game right off the start. Because why the fuck am I going to do that? I'm not going to do that. Unfortunately, if I did that, idiots would go to the comments section and be like, you didn't even play the game, Eclipse. You're not allowed to judge it. You didn't even play it. So I did play it. I played it all the way up till level 50, killing the brainless dummies over and over again for an hour. You're welcome. Now, something that could have potentially made fighting the brainless dummies who don't do anything interesting was if the stands or whatever I was using was fun to fight those dummies with. Unfortunately, that puts us right into pitfall number 2. And I get that one of Project Jojo's big selling points is that it has a whole bunch of stands, and like 90% of them are completely fucking useless and nobody will use. But that then begs the question, why bother even putting it in if it's fucking useless and nobody will use it? Over the course of my playtime, I got 3 stands: Bastet, Yellow Temperance, and Emperor. Now, let me pose you once again a question. Do any of those stands sound like something that you would want to use? Any of them? Show of hands. I think I see 3 people in the back. All right, bye-bye, your lame-o stands. You can have them. Go play Project Jojo 2. Now, for the rest of you, if you want to get a good stand, you better hope that RNG is on your side, or you interact with the worthiness system and use Dio's bones and completing quests and yada 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 yada. Well, you know, I found a Dio's bone, I used it, then I used an arrow, and I got Emperor. So, go fucking figure, right? Seriously, though, the addition of all these filler stands is always so obnoxious because nobody wants to use these things, so all they do is encourage you to waste more and more time, which is effectively at the end of the day what Project Jojo is. It's a big old time waster. That's what it's always been. It's borderline these RNG games, but with extra steps. There's so much random involved in literally every single aspect of what you do that it's just, oh, some guy came up to me with something that he spent 800 hours grinding for the best possible random combination, and then he killed me in 3 hits. Fantastic. Now, there's another major glaring issue when it comes to killing brainless dummies that don't fight back in order to progress. And that issue is that the developers did not have any of the foresight to make it so that way last hitting the dummy isn't the only way that you get credit. And so this obviously causes problems because Roblox players do not have any respect. Shocking, I know. It's almost as if children don't really care about what other people are doing. I mean, let's be real, a lot of adults don't do that either, but regardless, if you're fighting a dummy and you've got it almost dead and some jackass shows up and kills it in 1 hit right before you kill it, guess how much credit you get? Yeah, 0. And these problems really come to a head when you get to the final dummy grinding area, because as far as I can tell, there's a lot of people grinding here in order to try to get items because dummies can drop items, and I presume that these later level dummies have the highest chance of dropping items. So you've got people running around 1 or 2 hitting the dummies over and over again, and then you've got people like me who have to hit it 9, 10, 11 times. Do you think I have any chance of progressing when some guy can hit it once or twice and kill it? And then it makes it even better when you have people like this asshole who's like, well, I can kill the dummies in 1 hit and I can kill you in 4 hits, so I'm just gonna hit you 4 times to get you out of the way. Yeah, fuck you too, how about that? On the topic of people like this guy, of course there are shithead trash cans that just try to make life difficult for you for no particular reason. I'm just grinding away, killing my brainless dummies, and here comes Trash Can Jetstream Sam cosplayer number 672. Seriously, what the hell is up with bad JoJo games and Trash Can Jetstream Sam cosplayers? It happened in that stupid stand upright crap, and it's happening here? Really? Anyways, he shows up and shoots me in the head with his big old gun. Great. So I start off this fight with like no health. I have no experience with the PvP, and despite that, I still almost kill him. Do I? No. I come back, and unsurprisingly, the run back does not go his way. It's almost as if this guy is dog shit. As far as I can tell, not only is this guy dog shit, but I think he also had a fused stand, I think with 2 different gun stands, as far as I could tell. Could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. I don't really care though, it doesn't matter. Anyways, later on, he's back again. This time around I have Emperor, and look how much damage I do. Oh good, this looks like it's gonna go well. So what's the best course of action here? You guessed it, lead this moron on a wild goose chase. And lead him on a wild goose chase I did. Eventually I lost him, quit the game, joined a new server. No biggie. But still, people like this just have to come in when I'm playing these shitty JoJo games and make my life difficult. They always have to. Why? Why every time? Like, what does this person even stand to gain here? I have no idea. Anyways, I get all the way up to level 50 and the game's like, ho ho ho, you unlocked the Fusion Stand quest. Go get the Fusion Stand quest. All right, if you say so, game. So I went over to get the Fusion Stand quest and... oh, fuck no. Nope, fuck you. I'm not doing that. So that's where I quit the game. I stopped playing at that point because I cannot be bothered to get to maximum prestige level 100 or whatever, however you do that. I can't even remember, and I don't care to find out. I can't be bothered to go around looking for dumbass items in order to unlock the ability to fuse my stands so that way I can engage in the shitty PvP, which I haven't even talked about. Like, you have PvP in the game, but your mechanics are dash and that's it. No block. What is with these games and having no block? It's Blox Fruit. It's fucking the Blox Fruit of Jojo games. How did I not see it until now? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. There's even a defeat 8 snowmans quest. How did I not see this? How did I not? Well, anyways, Project Blox Fruit 2 at the end of the day is just kind of shit. Shocking, I know. If you want to play this game and say it's the best thing ever and go around with your shitty, terrible combat, your shitty, terrible PvE, and your shitty, terrible in general game, feel free. I don't care. You can play this all you want. But I want nothing to do with it. Anyways, we're done here. I literally don't have anything else to say. I've covered all you would ever need to know about this game, and that's don't bother. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, do that stuff. If you didn't, don't. With all that being said, have a wonderful day wherever you are, and I'll see you guys next time.